All right, bit of a weird Pai Kwai Tub video today, but we're gonna do it anyways. I had to shift my sleep schedule to night shift, and because of that, I tried to like stay awake really late. I didn't complete my final paper for my school, but instead I organized my pennies. I just didn't have the brain power to like read about China, but I had the brain power to organize all of these pennies. So I think it's a super cool little representation of like a limited data set. Of course, I think it's hard to extrapolate like a whole bunch from this, but it's interesting anyways, just to kind of take a look. So all the way here at the start, I have a penny from 1956. All the way at the bottom, I have a penny from 2023. And then we're missing a couple years in between. The 60s, I'm missing quite a couple. The 50s, I'm missing everything except for 1956. And of course, for the new pennies, I'm missing 2024 and 2025, which is going to be the last year of the pennies. So I do need to find like one of those before we start really phasing them out. But that was super interesting. Like there's some cool little like things, like 1999 here, this stack, oh man, 1999 is pretty big. 2000, 2001 follow somewhat similarly. There's like a cluster here that was kind of cool. So we have like 95, 96, 2005, 06, 07, and then like a huge stretch here for 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. All just a whole bunch. I thought there was a cool outlier, like in terms of the 80s, which is this row right here. I have 1983, which has proportionately just so much more. We can take a little view from the side here than any of the other 80s. So super cool. Again, tough to extrapolate a lot of data from this, but it is kind of cool anyways. I also thought 2009 was cool. Like this whole section, right? I originally had them arranged by like what the back of the penny was. So this is a wheat penny. So on the back here, in case you haven't seen one in a sec, we have 1 cent and it has those little like wheats on the side. After, I think like sometime in the 50s, I don't know when they stopped it specifically, but they switched to these. So you're familiar with that, the Lincoln Memorial. And then that stayed. So we'll just say from the 1960, I'm not sure which year, all the way until 2009. 2009, they switched, or at least in some pennies, to, if it wants to show up here, there's like a Lincoln, the home of Lincoln. Oh my gosh, there it is, that's better. So cool. And then after that, they moved to what we're all pretty familiar with now, the 1 cent shield. So originally I had them sorted by that, and then I decided to do it by year, and that was cool. You know, it's cool to see little penny towers. Again, this was fairly mind-numbing, so I don't think I'll be doing that ever again. But it's kind of cool just to see how they land by year in my little tiny penny collection. So cool. I don't know if it was worth it, but it's cool to see anyways. One last little flyover here, and then we'll be good. So, oh, actually, one other point. A whole bunch of pennies were there's a couple like very damaged ones. Even some like this cross here actually end up having like the date it's actually, I don't even know if you could see it on this. No, it's really hard to see, but essentially it says 2017 like right there. But a whole bunch of them, other ones were damaged in other ways because of like corrosion, and I was able to get all the dates anyway. So I think what I learned is pennies are a little bit more resilient than I thought they were. I was able to date literally every single penny, and that was pretty cool. So anyways, I guess an ode to pennies. Hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna throw these all into a jar and call it a day. Cool.